What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. This is Aziza Movie Reviews. My name is On The Brink Cat, and today I'm going to review the latest rom-com film, and that film is You, Me, and Tuscany. This movie is directed by Coiro, hopefully I say her name right, who directed Marry Me, which I really did enjoy for what it was. And this movie stars Halle and Regé-Jean Page. Anna impulsively jets off to Tuscany, Italy, to stay at a stranger's villa without permission. Caught inside the house by the man's family, she convinces the family that she's his fiancée. That little lie soon becomes a big problem when Anna develops a growing attraction to the stranger's handsome cousin, played by Regé-Jean Page. So we got the latest rom-com film, and literally when I saw the trailers of this film, I know exactly what we are going to get from this film. Now, I don't mind these cheesy, corny rom-com films. I'm totally okay with those movies. Some of them do it right, some of them do it wrong. But I do like Halle. I think she's a really good singer and a really good actress. She proved that with The Little Mermaid. I think she did a pretty good job in that movie. So interested to see what she does in this rom-com film. And, you know, it looks like a cute film that knows exactly what it is. And I would say You, Me, and Tuscany is exactly that. It's a cute rom-com film that falls into that predictable train that we've seen many times before. But you know, the demographic is definitely there throughout the film. I think this film is good for women, and I would say it's a very cute date film that knows exactly what it is. I would definitely say Halle in this film does a really good job in this film. She starts pretty unlikable in this film because she plays kind of like a house sitter in this film, that every time she's in different houses, she's kind of like in their world. So basically she's like wearing their clothes and all that stuff, and she's a little bit narcissistic. And of course she breaks into this stranger's house that she met at the bar in America, you know, without his permission, literally what the play is saying. So she does some pretty stupid decisions there and there, and of course, she lied to his family that they're engaged because she puts on a random wedding ring that is hidden in the house. So she definitely has a bit of unlikability, but throughout the film, you do like Halle throughout the film, and I think she does a pretty serviceable job in the film. And I would say the chemistry between her and Regé-Jean Page is cute. I'll give the film that. I think the romance is really well done in this film. I think their chemistry, even though it's very, very corny, there are some really corny scenes when it comes to their romance in the film. I do think their chemistry is really well done in the film. And Regé-Jean Page, you know, he's charming. He's very likable in this film. There are some really cheesy scenes with him in the film. Like, there's a slow-mo taking his shirt off, the six-pack scene, you know, for all the women in the theater. You know, this movie definitely knows that it's trying to be like early 2000s rom-com, but it's just brought into 2026. Yeah, he is charming in the film. I'll give Regé-Jean Page that. He seems pretty likable. And I do like this family. I think there are times in the film where this family is very, very likable in this film that you kind of do feel bad for Halle for lying to this family, because you can tell from her eyes this family is such a nice family, and you definitely want to be in this family. I'll give the film credit. Even though there are some stereotypes within the film, there's this aunt in the film that tries to be comedic relief. She has like this subplot of the film that she's like in love with this plumber in the film that kind of does drag on within the comedy. But you do like this family enough to be like, okay, at least the film was entertaining enough to enjoy. But I would say the best character in this film is this taxi driver in the film that Halle stumbles upon. He's kind of like the gay best friend type character in those cliche rom-com films, but he's just a taxi driver and he's just enjoying life, and he's always very positive. Even though Halle says something negative, he brings it up in a positive attitude. I really do like his character. I think his character is actually the funniest part of the film. But the biggest positive when it comes to You, Me, and Tuscany is absolutely Tuscany, Italy itself. It looks beautiful in this film. You definitely want to go to this location when it comes to the landscapes and the overall look of the film. It's a very beautiful looking rom-com film, and I'm not gonna lie, one little positive of the film: this film made me hungry, because Halle does play an ex-chef in the film that's getting back into the game, so we see a lot of cooking in the film and we see a lot of food in the film, and I'm not going to lie, there are some certain bits when it shows the food and it made me freaking hungry throughout. But this film is literally a rom-com film that falls into ways where you know what you're going to expect. It's a rom-com film. You know how the romance is going to go. And also, this is a liar reveal story, which normally I do not like. And I wasn't really bothered by it in this film. But it's definitely a film that knows exactly what it is, and you know exactly where it's going to go when it comes to this type of story. So if you do not like these cliche rom-com lie reveal films that you've seen many times before, you will absolutely hate this movie. This film is just more noticeable for me going, yeah, I know exactly where it's going to go, but I was still enjoying it for the cuteness within it. But you definitely know there's a lot of cliches in the film. There's a lot of cheesy aspects with Yumi and Tuscany where I'm like, yeah, we've seen it all many times before. But like I said, this movie definitely has its demographic. This movie is great for women, I would say, to bring your dates to as well. Or even just like girlfriends just gathering around watching a really cute chick flick rom-com. Yumi and Tuscany is definitely for that demographic. So overall guys, Yumi and Tuscany is a fine rom-com film that knows exactly what it is. When you see the trailers of the film, you know exactly what film you're going into. It's a cliche rom-com with a lie reveal concept, and it goes in ways you definitely would expect. But Halle and Regé-Jean are really cute in this film. I think their chemistry is really well done in the film, and both of them individually did a really good job in the film. I like this family, I love the location of this film, but it's overall a very cheesy and very corny rom-com film that you know exactly where it's going to go, with this lie reveal story where you know exactly how it's going to start and how it's going to end, with some dumb decision making as well throughout it. This film doesn't bring anything too original or anything too unique with it. It's basically, yeah, a film that should have came out, I would say, like maybe 10 or 20 years ago. It definitely would have worked back then, but it's just trying to bring it back to 2026. That's what this movie's trying to do. And I would say Yumi and Tuscany, it's forgettable, but I enjoyed for the cuteness and I would say the chemistry between Halle and Regé-Jean and the overall atmosphere of the film in general. So I would say for Yumi and Tuscany, I'm going to give this film a meh rating.
I mean, it's alright, like...
Man, I'm giving a lot of movies that rating lately. Man, this is crazy. So guys, that is my review for Yumi and Tuscany. Let me know what you think of this film in the comments below. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on social media links down below. Keep contact with me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel. Now for familiar movie reviews and other movie related content. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have a nice day.